Do you believe that your beauty makes guys fall in love with you? Incorrect. You believe it's because you're compassionate, kind, and provide for all of his needs. Once more, incorrect. This is the reality. What you give men doesn't make them fall in love. Because of how they feel when they are with you, they fall in love. Furthermore, the obvious things you've been told are not the source of that feeling. Every man needs three things. Before his heart can open completely, there are three psychological triggers. He won't fall in love the way you want him to, but he will like you and possibly stay with you if you miss even one of them. And the final one? Yes, it's the one that most women do not understand at all. Hold on, because what you're going to hear will completely change your perception of males. Have you ever dated someone who appeared ideal? You thought, this is it, he's falling for me, after he texted you, took you out, and said all the right things. You're left wondering, what did I do wrong? When he abruptly withdrew, became distant, and stopped investing. This is the problem. It's not that you made a mistake. It's because one of his basic requirements wasn't satisfied. You see, chemistry and attraction aren't the only factors in love for males. It has to do with how you elicit particular feelings. Reactions that are unique to you and give him a sense of security, respect, and challenge. I will discuss the three elements that guys secretly require in order to fall in love in this video. We begin with the most misinterpreted one today. The one that makes him crave, pursue, and cling to you as if you were the most precious thing in the world. He must pursue something worthwhile. For a moment, let's be honest. By nature, men are hunters. Emotionally, not in the literal sense of a caveman. They are hardwired to cherish their goals, their income, and what they perceive to be uncommon. This does not imply that you control him, play games, or be aloof. It indicates that you are aware of a basic reality. When a man believes he is earning your love rather than having it bestowed upon him, he falls more deeply. Consider it. Does he really value anything when it comes too easily, when it's just there, waiting, and doesn't need any effort? Or does it become insignificant? Relationships are no different. A man experiences a strong internal reaction when he feels compelled to stand up, show up, and prove himself for a lady he respects and admires. He develops a bond with her. He makes an investment in her. He cherishes her. This is how it seems in real life. You've set limits. You don't accept every request. You don't give up everything to focus on him. You live your own life. You don't need him to be happy. You have goals, friends, and passions. He gains emotional intimacy from you. In the first week, you don't really express your love and vulnerability. You allow him to demonstrate his deservingness of that aspect of you. You're not playing hard to get when you do this. You're demonstrating how difficult it is to acquire you. You are demonstrating that not everyone has access to your heart because it is valuable. This is a challenge that men love. They feel alive because of it. They chase after it. Above all, it causes them to fall. Because most ladies are unaware of this secret. A man will cherish the results of his labor. Effort generates emotional investment, not because he is shallow. His concern grows as he makes additional investments. He sinks further the more he cares. And no, you don't have to pretend you don't like him or deny him affection. It's about establishing a relationship in which he perceives winning your heart as a continuous journey rather than a finished project. Consider it this way. If love is like a fire, you don't want to put gasoline on it all at once. Feeding it gradually will allow it to become stronger and more intense over time. So how is this dynamic created? Don't be too available, but stay warm. Be curious, but don't reveal too much. Sometimes let him take the lead, but then surprise him by retreating just enough to force him to take the lead once more. His feelings for you remain intense because of this balance, which gives him the impression that he is continuously earning you. This is the lovely part. He doesn't just fall in love, he stays in love until he finally thinks that he has earned you rather than merely gained you. Because you are now the woman he respects rather than just the one he likes. The woman he would never jeopardize. Because of this, a man must first have something worthwhile to pursue before he can fall in love. However, that is only one aspect of the dilemma. He still needs two things, even if he is pursuing you and appreciates you. There are two emotional triggers that completely open his heart, and the next one is so potent that it will determine whether or not he ever sees you as the one. Keep an eye out because what's about to happen will permanently alter your perception of males. Second, he must feel respected rather than subjugated. Let's now discuss the second, and most important, necessity for a man. He should feel respected rather than subjugated. You see, when a man feels like he's being continually told what to do, judged, or micromanaged, love doesn't flourish. Because of their innate desire for autonomy and respect, men gradually distance themselves when they see control rather than appreciation. The truth is that men are more likely to fall in love with a woman who makes them feel like their best selves than with a woman who continuously tells them how they should be or tries to modify or fix them. And respect? He gets his emotional oxygen from that. It's the secret language that men long for but almost ever ask for. When was the last time you told a man, "I'm proud of you, I admire how hard you work for the things you care about," or even "I love how you always protect the people you care about"? He was more affected by their remarks than by "I love you." Why? Because adoration seems earned, whereas love might feel passive. It conveys to him that "I appreciate your work and accept you for who you are." Men would prefer to feel respected without love than to be loved without respect, so here's a little secret. This is so intricately wired. So how can you express admiration? Take note of his efforts as well as the outcomes. Honor his personality rather than just his deeds. Even in tiny ways, highlight his strengths. Something magical occurs when you do this. With you, he feels secure. You seem to be his strongest supporter rather than his biggest detractor. And a man's barriers fall down and love comes easily when he feels appreciated and valued. Third, he must feel secure enough to be vulnerable. The last requirement, which defies everything you've been taught, is that he must feel secure enough to be vulnerable before he can genuinely fall in love. Men pretend to be strong all their lives. Every man has emotional wounds, anxieties, and insecurities on the inside, but society instructs them to keep their emotions to themselves, to man up, and to never exhibit weakness. The lady who gives him the confidence to share those aspects of himself is the one who truly holds his heart. He doesn't hesitate to love you. He fears being exposed and suffering harm. He will form an almost unbreakable link with you if you provide him with a place where he can let down his guard, cry without fear of being judged, and confess his anxieties without being laughed at. You don't need to solve his issues. You don't need to know every solution. All you need to do is listen to him and support him without passing judgment. When you provide him with that security, he will trust you with the aspects of himself that he keeps hidden from the outside world, just like you do. At that point, love ceases to be surface level and transforms into something profound, genuine, and enduring. Why these three unleash love is explained emotionally. So let's put this together. First, he must pursue something worthwhile since value is created by effort, and love is created by value. Second, he needs to feel appreciated rather than subjugated since appreciation nourishes his spirit and motivates him to commit to you indefinitely. Third, he must feel secure enough to show weakness since love is not love at all if it lacks vulnerability. These three requirements are not gimmicks. They're not games. They are the emotional keys that open a man's heart and cause him to fall deeply, powerfully, and enduringly in love. Most women concentrate on saying and doing the correct things, but when you satisfy these requirements, you're doing more than simply saying and doing, you're making him feel something that he will never forget. And a man will remark, "She's the one," because of that emotion. You now understand the three prerequisites for guys to experience true love. Watch how his affection for you changes as you give them these. Erase the twist, though. Love is only the first step. Maintaining that love is an entirely different game. In my upcoming video, I will disclose the one thing that keeps a man infatuated with you long after he's fallen, so hit the like button, subscribe, and stay tuned. Don't pass it up.